This is the Weber Cup, and the first team to 19 points wins. It's as simple as that. Coming up next, we have a battle of the rookies. Svensson has won all his matches so far in his first ever Weber Cup. Kent is yet to win a game. What will pan out over the next 15 minutes or so? Over to Cass Edwards and Wayne Boyce.
Yes, Cass, as Tony was saying there, the pressure really on Marshall Kent. The difference that these two rookies have made to this competition. Svensson winning all three, Kent on the losing side every time, and he really struggled, didn't he, in that last doubles with Malott.
Yes, he couldn't quite kick 10 pins out, kept leaving the single pin standing. Now he's on his own against Jesper Svensson. He's really got to get it together, get that ball into the 1-3 strike pocket and carry all 10.
It's the second battle of the rookies at this year's Weber Cup. Svensson beating Carl Troop yesterday, 264-252. And he's looking for a clean sweep. And a fan you see being brought out there. They were talking about the heat and the temperature just to dry the hands of the bowlers before they step forward and bowl. It's all sorts of different conditions that you have to deal with, isn't there, in different environments.
You're certainly going to have dry hands, dry fingers and thumbs. Kent looking to get off a good start, playing on the right-hand side of the lane where there's been a lot of traffic already. And how about that? I've got a strike.
And all smiles, Marshall Kent. It's exactly what the doctor ordered in many ways for the 23-year-old American, who just kept leaving up spares in the doubles, but not this time.
Yes, it was a change of ball that we saw earlier, and he's really ripped the rack with that one. Jesper Svensson will be playing on the left-hand side. There's been no traffic out there in the last few games, so it's pretty fresh oil for him. It's the shovel shot, as some people call it. Wraps his hands around, launches it way down the lane, and rips the rack as well. Carries 10 pins, which is worth 30 under the new World Bowling scoring system.
He certainly is a strike machine, isn't he?
Yeah, he's very tall and gangly, wraps those hands right around the ball, gets so much rotation, and all he seems to have to do is hit that 1 and the 2 pin, no matter where, and all 10 pins go.
The European #1 ranked player in 2015. Marshall Kent, 5th in the Kingdom of Bahrain Open and 9th in the USBC Masters so far this year. But he has arrived at the Weber Cup, a double from Marshall Kent, a high five from Carl Troop to boot as well. They know how much he's been struggling, and Cass, this is the perfect start because he is going to have to be in tip-top form to take this point from Svensson.
Absolutely is, and he's made the perfect start with 2 strikes, so he's 60 in the second frame. And Jesper will be playing catch-up as he's the second player to bowl. Jesper was recently second in the European 10-pin Bowling Federation Masters Champions Final, second to Stu Williams, believe it or not. And there's another strike, so it's 2 each. He won't be fazed by Marshall Kent. I'm going to rip the rack as well.
Gives nothing away, does he, emotionally at all? Jesper Svensson.
Yeah, he's been known to shoot 300 games in his sleep. I mean, that's so relaxed, isn't it?
It really is ice cool, the Swede. Remember, he's replacing former European captain Osku Palermo, the Finn in the European squad. A legend of the Weber Cup. So big boots to fill. He's filling them pretty well so far. And Kent just denied the turkey, bringing the 10 pin in the corner. And that self-doubt might just creep in again.
Yeah, it was not a bad looking shot. The 6 pin just fell to the side of the 10 pin and dropped dead in the gutter, didn't it? No reaction at all. Leaves the soft 10 standing, so it can only be a spare. 9 spare will be worth 19 pins.
Oh, and he's missed.
But if you miss it, it's worth only 9, and the frustration comes out. He's been shooting 10 pins, and all of a sudden, when he's really asked to do one, he's missed it. Look at that. No rotation of the ball. The ball's gone straight out to the first board and dropped in the channel. You don't see that often. Totally frustrating for Marshall Kent.
Well, if you take the foul into consideration as well in the doubles, that's twice now. He's effectively missed a spare and left an open frame. And this really is advantage Svensson.
Oh, you can imagine what he's going to do now. Wrap those fingers round the ball and rip the rack. Just like that! Come on! The 7-10 split has gone and the crowd has gone ballistic.
Shake of the head from Marshall Kent. He can't believe that.
I can't believe it either. Fantastic looking shot. Look at the rotation on that ball. He's going to hit the 1 and the 2 pocket. A little bit light. There's the 7-10 split. And the bedposts go over. Look at that. Fantastic shot from the pit camera. What can I say? How can I do that again? Fantastic.
All the talk about Lucky Larson. It's Lucky Svensson there. That would have been a way right back into this game for Marshall Kent.
Well, what a way to bury Marshall Kent with that sort of shot.
Needs a good response. Gets it! Well done, Marshall Kent, who really is battling some demons out there.
Yeah, suffered a little bit. When he missed that single pin, I don't know if you noticed, he turned around and ripped a bit of tape off of his thumb, which obviously was there to fill the thumb hole out, but maybe just snagged up, caused the ball not to get some rotation on it, and he ripped it off in frustration. So as you say, suffering with a few demons just at the moment.
Svensson working on 4 in a row now. And it is 4 in a row. Yes for Svensson.
You know, Wayne, I almost got the feeling that he threw that ball too wide. Got to the outside boards, and I thought that may not make it. But it's just come roaring back like a steam train, isn't it? Look at that. There's nothing stopping that ball. There's nothing stopping the chain reaction set up. And his expression is almost motionless, isn't it? Oh, it's just 4 in a row, you know.
Can do no wrong at the moment. Jesper Svensson desperately keeping his hands in front of that fan out there on stage. Now Malot's response is a good one.
2 strikes in a row for Marshall Kent.
Had it not been for that open frame, Cass, he would have been having a pretty good game out there.
Absolutely, yes, and it was only the corner pin that stood up, so he could have actually had 5 in a row. The ball change from the previous game is certainly counting for him.
Four on the board so far for Svensson. Remember, became the youngest ever winner of the PBA Major, the Tournament of Champions in February, where he picked up $50,000. Lovely shot again. It is 5 in a row, and he is halfway towards, dare I mention it?
No, not yet. It just seems he's got to hit that head pin, and there's so much reaction from the ball onto those pins. Hits that one thin, makes them spin, and carries all 10 for 5 strikes in a row.
He is just bowling so well, Svensson. Well, how do you play against that, Marshall Kent? He just has to keep going and hope that the bowling gods begin to smile on him again, because they certainly haven't this weekend. And once again they don't. Brings the 10 pin. It's a familiar theme for Marshall Kent.
It's a familiar look on his face, actually, the look of frustration, I'm afraid. It was a pretty good looking shot, and that 6 pin has bounced around the 10. Didn't even want to touch it. And of course this is the 10 pin that he missed in frame number 3. The words of encouragement from the US side as he spared that single pin on the right hand side of the lane.
Well, he's certainly keeping his sense of humour. Svensson looking at a 6 back here. And he celebrated that spare, Cass, like a strike, didn't he?
And he's got a bit of way, another 4 frames to go yet if he's thinking about victory. But he certainly needs some more strikes. But who's going to stop this man from striking?
Probably us, by suggesting a 300.
Well, he's just come back from the States, where he's been playing for Team Sweden in the World Youth Games. Picked up a couple of bronze medals. Here we go.
Six-pack, Svensson. Superb.
Certainly showing his credentials here on the world stage is Jesper Svensson. First time at the Weber Cup. Just having an absolutely fabulous game. 6 strikes in a row, 180 scored. Sounds like a darts score, doesn't it?
Well, it's an amazing debut so far for Jesper Svensson. Look at that. Strikes right across the board for Jesper Svensson. And one back for Kent. That's his 5th in 7 frames.
When you look at Marshall's game, he's hit the pocket every shot. There's no reason why he couldn't have all strikes as well. But he's had a couple of 10 pins left and he missed one of them. And that's certainly the difference in the two.
If he can take 10 here, there will be murmurings around this arena. Got extremely lucky on one of them, but the rest, Cass, he has just been on the pocket.
Split went.
7 in a row! He just cannot miss at the moment, Jesper Svensson. And the anticipation of a potential maximum growing in this crowd here in Manchester.
Well, if there's anybody going to do it, playing on the left-hand side of the lane, which is almost virgin territory really, on his own is Jesper Svensson. 7 strikes in a row, looking as cool as a cucumber.
Well, Kent will be feeling that's just my luck to be up against the 300k. He's not bowled too badly here at all. Oh, that one though came in a little too soon. And that could be that in terms of this point for the USA.
I have a feeling you're right. Yeah, that's right through the face of the #1 pin. Leaves the 6, 7 and the 10 split. It's a makeable spare, but it's very difficult. And only 2 pins and it's an open frame, and one would hazard to suggest that that's all over by the look on his face.
Well, up and down would certainly describe Kent's performance so far this afternoon in the doubles and the singles.
So come on, Jesper. Frames 8, 9 and 10 to bowl. Why change the habit of a lifetime?
3 more perfect balls would give us the first 300 of Weber Cup 2016. And what an introduction it would be for the Swedish rookie. Almost doesn't seem right to call him a Weber Cup rookie now. He's been bowling so well, and there it is, it's number 8. And now they really do believe in Manchester. Sip of water, but there doesn't seem any nerves to be calm, does there, from this Swede? He's an incredibly cool customer.
Almost a consolation strike in the 9th frame for Marshall Kent. He knows the game's all over. And now Jesper Svensson will stand up in the foundation frame. Frame number 9.
Yeah, needs to take just 8 pins to win the point, so I think that's highly likely.
That looks very impressive.
Now that is a scorecard, isn't
Jesper
it?
Svensson's scorecard. Yes, and there's room for another 2 strikes in there as well. It's the maximum score at the end we're thinking about. He knows the point is 1 against Marshall. So let's give it a go.
Oh no! The arena held its breath. There was cries of "go on," but he just fell short that time, Svensson. And Cass, in truth, didn't seem to have the same pace with that shot.
Well, the pace was there, but it was so light on the headpin. It just didn't mix anything up at all. He really needed to be right in behind that headpin, and he knew it wasn't the greatest shot, but hey, 270 game, 280 game.
And let's be honest, the way he's bowling, there's still time. Chance to make history with the first Weber Cup 300 under the new scoring system. Oh dear. And he misses it completely. Leaving an open frame. But it really doesn't matter.
Now, unfortunately, Marshall is shut out. He strike out for 247.
It is going to be 8-2. That, by the way, was Svensson's first open frame of this year's Weber Cup. Just as well he did it then, when it didn't really matter.
Well, that's it, yes, it didn't really matter. And the crowd's now trying to help Marshall through this one. And unfortunately, he, again, cannot strike.
It's good to see he's got a sense of humour about it.
Well, you actually have to, because you can bowl and bowl and bowl and leave single pins all day long and then go out the next day and strike all day long. It's just the way it goes. Oh dear. Let's forget that one, put it behind us and move on. 226 for Marshall Kent. Not his best game.
And the third time today that he's missed a spare. So Svensson looking to finish up on a 278, which is a very good score, of course, not the score that they were hoping for in Manchester here. As he was on a roll with 8 strikes in a row. And he does get the 9th strike. It is 278 for Jesper Svensson. It is another victory in the battle of the rookies, and he is going to take some stopping, Cass.
I would say so, yeah. High fives around, and actually had a smile on his face when that last strike went in. Great looking shot. Super game.
Europe lead by 8 points to 2. It's doubles next after the break.